Representative Smith, I was just curious because in your proposal, it appears that you're arguing to discount our emission goals because of the forest sequestration, and then also resell them as offsets, both. It seems like that particular methodology is double counting the sequestration benefits from our forests.
Senator Brock Smith.
Thank you, Representative Holby. Actually, no, it does count in the calculations the sequestration benefits of our natural and working lands in the state, but instead of going to 80% of 1990 levels, it goes to carbon zero, and anything below in those calculations that we're actually carbon sinking past being zero emissions, then would go into an offset program to be sold, so that similar to the cap and trade program that this bill sets up in 1530, we're actually selling those offsets or those carbon credits, if you will, to other states, entities outside of Oregon that then can use them to offset their own carbon emissions issues, setting up a national system, if you will, similar to what we do in the energy sector with regards to renewable energy. So you build a wind farm, and then some energy company that's a coal-fired facility has to meet its energy renewable portfolio standards, and so they buy that wind energy to offset their carbon credits to meet their energy portfolio. The same type of system within this A-60 amendment. Carbon zero, anything below can go into a program to be invested in, and then those investments can incentivize lower emissions in the state, thus creating even more offset and carbon credits to sell to other entities.
Follow up?
I appreciate your point of view, but I think I disagree with that analysis, because it does seem like you're discounting the emissions first, and then you're allowing that participation after that into the offset market. So it does appear to me that it's double counting the benefit there of the program for forestry. So.
Senator Brock Smith.
Thank you, Madam Co-Chair. Representative Holby, I again appreciate your perspective. I'm having trouble understanding the double counting, because we're counting 65 million metric tons of anthropogenic emissions. We know that 31 million metric tons of emissions are sequestered annually within the state by our forest. Thus, to get to zero, we have to reduce another 34 million metric tons. And we know that 2.2 million metric tons is sequestered by our grass seed industry, just that industry alone in this state. Therefore, now we need to get to we need to reduce 31.2 million metric tons more, and so on and so forth. And so once you add all the natural and working land sequestration benefits that allow us to get to zero or below zero, then those below zero credits become a marketable commodity to be bought by other entities or other states. That, therefore, those resources come into Oregon and are invested in incentivizing continuing to lower emissions to create more credits to be sold.
Thank you. Colleagues, any other questions?